Welcome to the Midweek Athletes Podcast.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Midweek back.
Back again.
Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Season 2 of the Midweek Athlete Pod. We are in the new studio. We still got a little bit more decorating to do, but we wanted to go ahead and get this episode rolling, man, and show y'all a little bit of what's to come in the new spot, man. So,
And it's still hot as hell
It's
in the
still
new
hot.
spot as it was in the old one, guys.
If y'all hear the fan in the background, just ignore it. We're trying to do a little something. I mean, just 'cause it's like Wes said, it's hot. It's hot.
Hot.
It's hot.
Hot.
How you doing, man?
You know, chilling, man. Just enjoying life, living a little bit.
Okay.
Trying to not be as hot as we was in the last spot. Y'all, please. If anybody knows a solution of a quiet fan that'll keep it cool, let us know.
Let us
please.
know, please.
But yeah, Evan, how's life been, man?
Life's good. Married life is good. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm rocking my school's softball jersey. Shout out to my girls. They're going back to the championship game, hopefully making it look like a back-to-back city championship on Friday. So shout out to my softball girls one time. I told y'all I'll give y'all a shout out. Here you go.
Shout out
go
to
win the game on
softball
Friday.
girls, man. Shout out.
Go win that game on Friday. We need it. We need it.
Absolutely. What do you want to get into first, Evan?
You know what? I've been holding this in for a while, so I'm gonna just go ahead and jump into this.
Go ahead.
You and
I'm gonna put this mic down for a second. Evan, you got it.
You and Everest, you know, y'all made up the Enough is Enough list, and you guys have probably a good amount of people or teams, owners, etc. in that Enough is Enough team. And I feel bad because I've never had nobody until now. Bleacher Report, very well respected. You know, they definitely come with the news of all sports. And I just have to point out this aspect of this top 50 wrestlers list that you guys have put out. Bleacher Report, it's not just bad. It's god-awful. I mean, we can dissect this entire list, but the one that jumps off the page to me is, first off, we grew up in the Attitude Era.
We did.
So we talked about this list off camera, and
Correct.
Our tech and audio guy has something totally different, but
Tell him.
listen, we'll get to our tech and audio guy later in a minute. But the one thing that stands out to me on this list is they have Triple H, the game, at 21.
Yeah.
In what list in anybody's household is Triple H 21?
None.
He's top 5, if not top 10, easy. 21?
I agree. That's what you had your issue with at 20. What,
Oh no. They have, and people might be skeptical about this, but they have Jeff Hardy at 43. Jeff Hardy with tables, ladders, chairs alone should bare minimum be top 20. Bare minimum be top 20. Yeah. To have him at 43 is disrespectful. They got Kane at 31. I think that's kind of disrespectful.
To Kane?
A little bit.
Really? Okay.
A little bit. Because, obviously you share your thoughts, but those are probably the two that stick out the most to me when it comes to this list.
I mean, I agree with you on Triple H completely. He's in my personal top 10. I can't put him at 5 yet. He's probably like 6 or 7. But the one I actually have the most issue with is, and I hate to say this, but it's the fact that they have Roddy Piper in the top 10. We can't do that. Macho Man Randy Savage is in the top 10. Like, number 1 is Bret Hart. Like, I can't. The Rock isn't even in the top 5.
Yeah.
He's at 7.
Yeah, The Rock's at 7, which is pretty crazy.
And Ric Flair, I can't remember where he at.
He's 24.
But no.
Listen, Bleacher Report. Who in the hell made this list? Because there's no way in hell that Yeah, that's just awful.
That's awful, and that list is atrocious. and y'all need to be fired for whoever approved this list coming out. But then again, it is a list. It is your personal opinion. But next time, let's get a panel together of people that actually know this stuff. Right, yeah, no, hell no. Hell no, we don't care about y'all opinion for nothing unless it's about making viral videos. Other than that, y'all can keep it.
All right, so while we're still on this wrestlers train, give me your top 5
Wrestlers.
all time.
Okay. Number 1 is Stone Cold. It's always going to be number 1 for me.
Always.
Number 2 is The Undertaker. Number 3 is John Cena.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
4 would be Shawn Michaels. 5 would be The Rock.
Okay. All right. I can respect that.
I love me some Shawn Michaels, man.
For me, number 1, Stone Cold. I mean, that's just a given, honestly. 2, I actually have The Rock at 2 for me.
That makes sense given when we grew up.
Yeah. 3, Triple H. No, I'm sorry. 3, Undertaker. 4, Triple H. 5 is tough, man. I feel like 5 you could really toss into anybody, and it's
you can. You got Randy Orton.
You do.
You got Shawn Michaels, like I said.
You know what? 5.
Cena.
I will go Shawn Michaels. I'll go Shawn Michaels at 5. And also on this list, and Midweek Athlete Pod listeners, and wherever y'all get y'all's pod from, please don't cancel me when I say this. I'm saying this as a wrestler only, not outside of what the man did.
You better not say it. Oh, you better not say it.
As a performer.
Oh, here we go. We're going to get canceled.
How? I'm Midweek Athlete Pod.
Say it.
I am not condoning what the man did. I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
as a performer, I feel like, now granted, yes, he's not going to make the list because of what happened, but
Go ahead.
Chris Benoit. As a performer, just simply as a performer.
Midweek athlete.
If y'all want to cancel me, fine. But I'm telling y'all now, I'm not condoning any of his actions. I'm saying as a true performer, was he not one of the best during the Attitude Era? Okay.
You want to know why I say that you shouldn't say that? Because I'll make a comparison.
Okay.
Chris Benoit did what he did, right?
Yes, he did what he did.
Okay. So are you ever going to bring up Robert Kelly in a musical conversation?
You got me. Okay, you got me. You got me. Fair. Now, some people will bring him up.
You should.
But, okay. So that's...
But culturally...
Culturally, no. But I see what you're saying. But do you see what I'm saying?
Like, I get exactly what you're saying.
As a performer...
Yes. He was dope. He was fire.
Dope. Crossface killer, like all that stuff. Now, I mean, I probably shouldn't have said that last
Crossface
but it is what it is. So Midweek Athlete Pod, please don't cancel me for that.
Please don't cancel us.
I'm just saying, as a performer, he was top notch.
He was.
And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
But anyway, Bleacher Report, please do
next
better. Time, please do a lot better. So you're on our Enough is Enough list when it comes to this stuff.
Forever.
So,
after that.
Forever. All right, man. Let's switch gears here. Playoffs have started. We were trying to record before the playoffs started, but our tech and audio guy, yes, we're talking bad about you.
That's crazy. But yeah, man.
What are your surprises so far? I actually have a couple, but I want you to go first.
Nothing has really surprised me as far as like what's going on in the playoffs outside of the fact that finally, and I'm so happy that y'all are finally coming to this realization, Devin Booker's not that guy. Finally.
That's tough.
Finally, we're seeing it happen.
That's tough.
Finally. And also I have another hot take for you guys out here in our community. The Denver Nuggets are not winning the championship this year. They won't even make it to the finals.
Okay.
Mark my words.
So I'm assuming you know what? I have a feeling, but I want you to go ahead. Who's winning the finals then?
Boston.
No.
Boston.
Even our tech and audio guy said,
Boston is the best, has been the best team in basketball all year.
Even with Porzingis out.
Yes. Who's going to stop them in the East?
You do realize that he's not going to play the second round, right?
That's fine. You really didn't need him to beat Cleveland or Orlando?
I mean, hell, honestly, to be honest, that series is kind of surprising me. But I mean, we can talk about that here
Paolo
soon.
going crazy. So yeah.
I mean, the Knicks can challenge him, don't you think? Let's be real here.
The Knicks might mess around and blow this series.
If they do, then that would be the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. But
because Mitchell Robinson ain't look right, and they don't have Julius Randle.
He made two dumbass mistakes. You foul on the 3-point shot.
Yep.
And then when you don't guard the
Giving
high
up the
pick and
three.
roll, when the dude's coming full speed at you, you stay at the top of the three. And Tyrese Maxey, which shout out to Tyrese Maxey.
46 last
balling.
night.
He pulled up from the logo on them boys and
did.
said, "Give me all that."
He did. He put the team on his back.
He put the team on his back for real. So, I mean, right now Mitchell Robinson is definitely a liability. But if you had to choose out of the East that could potentially challenge them, I would go with them. Because, I mean, 76ers, they're hobbled.
Milwaukee's hobbled.
Milwaukee is about to lose. I mean,
Are they?
I mean, yeah.
Indiana better take care of business in Game 6 because if it gets to
Indiana
Game 7,
has to win on Game 6. Has to.
they're not winning Game 7.
No.
So they better close it out.
I think they will, though. I think they will.
They probably will.
I think they will. So, Ev, you better fly up to Indiana and talk to them Pacers, man.
Oh, that's my other thing. That's my other thing that I need people to start talking about now. I done told y'all every single time about these dudes that play in the playoffs that y'all be hyping up, like Paul George when he was with Russell Westbrook and Russ dropped 40 and Paul George had 5 points in an elimination game, but y'all said Russ was being selfish.
Playoff P.
But okay, hey, guess what, guys? Y'all want to hype me up in Everest? I'm talking directly to you. Your boy Tyrese Halliburton has been hot garbage in this first round. Hot garbage. Don't talk to me about him being first team All NBA. No, hell no. He's not a top 10 player, not a top 15 player. He's getting outplayed by Patrick Beverley. Man, miss me with this Tyrese Halliburton BS. And it ain't because he hurt, because he been hurt for 4 months. So either play or don't play. And I don't want to hear about no damn injury because you're not playing up to standard.
Well, damn. All right. Well, we're just gonna go with that then. So, what did you think on the West Side? I mean,
Ant-Man, that dude.
Is it? Do you think it's the end of an era for LeBron, KD, Steph? Because LeBron, gentleman swept, KD swept, Steph didn't even make the playoffs. Is it the end of an era?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is changing of the guard.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ant-Man officially proved that a superstar is born.
When he dunked in the lane on KD, I was like, yo.
I was not expecting a sweep.
I was
not expecting a sweep. I was expecting at least 6. At least, but
yeah, at least six.
But I mean Ant-Man just
once Phoenix lost Grayson Allen, they lost a big part of the team. And Phoenix needs a point guard.
But that's also Phoenix's problem too that we talked about. Like they don't have a bench. They do not have a bench. So I mean, outside of does Eric Gordon start?
That was it.
Yeah. So outside of Eric Gordon, Van he's looking down the bench like you want to play?
You
like,
play?
Okay, I got you.
Do you play? No. Okay.
No. All right. I mean, I could put you out there guard Ant. I mean,
Right.
So it's sad, but Ant-Man, dude, I can't say enough.
If Phoenix wants to be a contender, they need to move Bradley Beal to the bench.
And get them a point guard. He can fill in for like a stretch or two, but like full-time point guard, that's not his role.
You know, Devin Booker has not won a playoff game without Chris Paul in the history of his career in 9 years. He's never won a playoff game without Chris Paul.
That's a crazy stat.
Dang, not even a game.
Dang, sometimey you got it like that, CP. Dang, you can't.
Y'all talk down on Chris Paul.
Dang.
Tremon, I'm talking to you. You be talking down on Chris Paul.
Mom, I'm actually talking to you because you call that man sometimey. Hold on. Time out. So I saw so Sam and I went to go visit my mom yesterday. And all the time she brings up Chris Paul in 2018 and that hamstring and like we supposed to have a title and all this stuff. So she came up with the name Sometimey. Because sometimes he plays, sometimes
he don't.
So shout out to my mom on that one because
Shout out to
she
moms,
hate.
man.
When I tell you she hate Chris Paul, she hate Chris Paul.
I get it.
I mean, I get it too, but yeah.
The same reason I hate Paul George.
Yeah, which right now, Paul George, I'm looking at it now. So right now they're down 20 going into the third. Paul George, 4 for 10, 15 points, 10 rebounds. James Harden, remember what I said about James Harden? 2 for 10, 7 points. Kawhi, obviously no play, load management.
Load management is crazy.
Russell Westbrook, 2 for 11, 6 points. Ooh. Now see, midweek athlete pod. I told y'all in an earlier episode, do not trust the Clippers. Do not. And people was hitting me up, man. Well, they just won in Dallas. Blah blah. Okay.
They almost blew that 30-point lead.
Y'all do realize 31 point gone like that.
They would have became the LA Falcons if they would have blew that goddamn
Man,
lead.
listen.
It'd have been bad.
What do the Clippers need to do?
Blow it up.
I think so too. Now, to be honest, you could probably get rid of Russ.
You get rid of Russ. You need to get rid of Kawhi.
You could get rid of Kawhi. And there's reports of PG. I wouldn't say PG won now, but the 76ers are really gunning for PG.
He would be.
He would be pretty good with the 76ers.
The 76ers just operate butt backwards because you had Jimmy Butler.
Had him.
You let him go.
For Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris over me? What? No.
Like, I don't understand how you do that.
They were trying to make it to where it's Ben Simmons. It was a Ben Simmons issue. It wasn't an Embiid issue. It was a Ben Simmons issue. Who's not even on the team no more. So you got rid of Jimmy Butler for nothing.
Nothing. All but a bag of chips.
That's it.
And a Coke and a smile. Like that's all for a Coke and a smile.
That was it. Leave the money on the nightstand. All right.
Okay. Let's transition to the Lakers. What do you think the Lakers need to do? Because right now, if you want my honest opinion, I don't think they should fire Darvin Ham right this minute. I don't. Because you have to think about it. He took them to the Western Conference Finals last year, correct? Against the eventual champs.
Yeah.
You run into them in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, of course they're the better team. So yes,
Are they?
The Nuggets? Yes.
Were they?
Yeah.
The Lakers were leading for the vast majority of that series.
And what happened?
They lost the lead.
They lost. So
does that not come down to coaching?
I mean, it comes down to adjustments, yes. But at the same time, it's just like Frank Vogel. You have Austin Reeves guarding Jamal Murray. Big mistake.
Yeah.
But you look down that bench, who you think can go out there and guard Jamal Murray?
Vando.
Nobody. And Vando barely played. He was hurt.
He was hurt.
He was hurt.
But he couldn't. He could have played in Game 5. They said he was available,
But he didn't play.
but he didn't play.
So again, you have to go with your best options. Yes or no?
You do.
So I'm not saying that they are perimeter elite defenders, but between Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, those are probably your best two wing defenders. D'Lo is a zero.
Torian Prince too.
And Torian Prince, right?
Yeah.
But between those three, that's all you got. Because you can't ask LeBron to go get Murray because he's probably gonna have to go get Jokic at some point.
Yeah.
And same with AD.
Yeah.
So you can't use too much of those two, and then expect them to do what they do on the offensive end on the other side. So you have to be able to, kill two birds with one stone, basically.
True.
Like you either have to tell them to do both, or you got to say, hey, Austin Reeves, you go get Murray and let LeBron and AD kind of work the low post. So, again, Darvin Ham looking down the bench like, damn, I ain't got nobody. Nobody? And granted, yes, they played great basketball, but they played great basketball for 2 fucking quarters. And then Jamal Murray happened not once, but twice.
Twice.
Gamed them.
Game 2 and Game 5.
I don't know what to do if you're the Lakers.
The Lakers actually have options. They're not screwed like Phoenix is screwed.
Right.
Phoenix is just screwed. They don't have a first-round pick till 2030.
Yeah, I was about to say Phoenix has no draft picks.
So
None.
Phoenix is just screwed. The Lakers have options.
Okay.
And as much as nobody wants to say this, the best option they have is to get LeBron to agree to a trade to go back east. That's the best option they have.
So okay. So to what suitor?
The Knicks.
I knew you was gonna say the goddamn.
Because he's not gonna go back to Miami. Him and Pat Riley are not ever gonna see eye to eye.
No, never.
Not Godfather Pat. Pat Riley will stand on business. But yeah, that's his best option out east. Go to the Knicks. That's literally the best option. Or you go back to Cleveland.
I don't see him going back to Cleveland.
Me either. So I said the Knicks. Because it seemed like he's over his issue with James Dolan.
And so the thing is with the Knicks, obviously you're gonna have to throw the house.
Yeah.
Even for a 39-year-old LeBron James, you're gonna have to throw the house. So that means you're gonna have to get rid of Josh Hart.
And DiVincenzo. And probably McBride.
Yeah, probably McBride, probably Mitchell Robinson. Like the only person that's going to be left there is fucking, hell, you might even have to throw Julius Randle in there. The only person that's going to be there is Brunson.
I would gladly trade Julius Randle if I'm the Knicks. With
I'm
a smile
saying,
on my face.
I'm just saying, it's going to be one of those, 7 players and draft picks for LeBron
I don't think you'd have to trade all that for Bron at this point in his career. Because he's on 1-year deals.
James, that's averaging 27, 7, and 7.
Yes. Because he's on 1-year deals. So that's going to cut the value you can get back down some. So like a Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart package with a bunch of picks could honestly get it done probably. Or DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo had to get thrown in there too.
I mean, you might have a point there. I don't know. I don't see him going east, really. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, if he stays out west, he's not going to be competing for a championship at all.
I mean, there's some big names floating around, and the Olympics is coming up this summer, so that's the way that these stars get to talking.
But which one of them stars are available?
Kevin Durant might be available.
So you're just gonna have all the old people in LA.
I'm just saying Kevin Durant's available.
And
I'm sure and I think if you kind of look at it, him and KD are LeBron and KD are kind of in the same
part of their career,
kind of
like the end.
Yeah,
because LeBron's at the end.
LeBron's at the end. KD probably got another 3, maybe 4. So why not try to team up with LeBron, see what you could do for a year, and maybe try to make a run at it.
But that would hurt Kevin Durant legacy-wise. You went to go play with Steph. Yeah. You didn't went play with James Harden and Kyrie. Now you got LeBron. Like at a certain point, my man, you don't have your own identity.
Granted, true.
You're always gonna be second best.
That's true, but we also seen when he tried to lead his own team, and then what happened?
They all got injured.
That
series against y'all remember that series with Brooklyn and Milwaukee. Kevin Durant was a fucking problem that series. He carried them. Carried them. They had no chance of winning without KD. And he put the team on his back to lose to the eventual champs.
In 7, right?
In 7, yes. It came down to game 7 because that game 6, his foot was on the line.
Yeah, that's right. That's
6 inches is the difference between Kevin Durant being looked at as a Pantheon great player with 3 titles instead of the way we look at him now. 6 inches. That's the difference.
I just don't know. I mean, I get it, but I just feel bad for KD and Bron, man. Like I can't believe it's to the end of the era. Like, remember we used to be at Willie's house or Mr. Willie's house?
Oh yeah, Mr. Willie's house. Yeah,
watching the games on the big screen.
And he trying to kick us out. Yeah.
Trying to kick us out because he wanted to watch Shark Week. So shout out Mr. Willie. Shout out to Mr.
big
Willie.
in the Shark Week.
Shout out to Mr. Willie coming there with a wife beater and some popcorn talking about y'all get out my house.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch Shark Week.
Yeah. We trying to watch basketball. We both like something.
Yeah. I mean,
but it is your house though.
Yeah. So anyway, so potential. Well, I wouldn't say potential, but second round matchup with the Nuggets and Timberwolves. That's gonna be a good one right there.
It will be.
Who do you have coming out of that one? I think we think the same here.
Minnesota.
Yeah. I think Minnesota too.
Oh,
I
but
think
when I
so.
said they weren't gonna win the chip, you looked at me like I was crazy.
Well, I mean, they're the reigning champs. So I mean, you got to give them a little bit of credit, and they just proved that they can withstand coming back from leads, right? Like obviously they have the pieces to, I mean, Jamal Murray, Aaron
Michael
Gordon,
Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. Like they have the pieces to make a deep run.
Correct.
But I think Minnesota is kind of built like that Lakers team from the bubble, where they have multiple bigs, right? They can send Gobert on Jokic. They can send Towns on Jokic. Like they can kind of they have
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed. They have and then they have the perimeter defenders. They have Nickeil Alexander. They have
McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels, who's probably the second most important player on that team in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you have the pieces, and I think it'll go 7. And I truly think Minnesota might take that series if it goes 7.
I think Minnesota's gonna win this series.
As long as Ant does what Ant does,
They don't have no answer for Ant-Man on that Denver roster.
No.
You put Peyton Watson out there if you want to.
You put Jamal Murray on that.
He's gonna drop 50.
Barbecue chicken alert. Like that's gonna be
Cooking.
bad.
OKC versus the Dallas and Clippers winner.
That's what I was gonna bring up. So let's just say hypothetically that Dallas is gonna win that series, which
Yeah.
I personally think
I
because the
think they
Clippers are
will.
gonna choke.
Of course, the
That's
Clippers
just-
choke.
That's just point blank. Period. Who do you have coming out of that one potentially?
Dallas and OKC.
That's gonna be now. That's gonna be another series to watch because you got Shea, you got Luka, you got
I'll go-
Kyrie, you got Chet, you got both the Jaden Williams.
OKC, man. OKC. Because they've dominated Dallas in the regular season, even though Shea averaged his least amount of points against Dallas in the regular season. But that OKC team rolling. What they did to
Rolling.
New Orleans was very impressive.
Rolling.
Swept them. Swept them.
I just laugh because every time I hear Pelicans got swept, I can only think about what Charles said. They're going to Galveston.
That dirty water in Galveston. It's okay.
Charles, you did not have to do Galveston like that, even though it's true.
It's true. It's
You
very
did not.
true.
You did not have to point that out like that. You gave Galveston a bad
I think
name.
Charles Barkley just hates the state of Texas because he went play for the Rockets and it didn't work out the way he wanted it to work out. Because he always talking about San Antonio. Now he's talking about Galveston.
Now he's talking about Galveston. Never heard him say a bad thing about Dallas, so Dallas might be his favorite place.
You can't say nothing about Dallas.
You can't- I mean, yeah.
Like Dallas and Houston, you can't say nothing about them in. Come on, man. Come on, man. You from Alabama, Chuck. Like, there's a lot we can say about Alabama.
We can say a lot about Alabama, but Chuck, we gonna leave that alone, brother. We gonna leave that alone.
Popcorn shrimp, boiled shrimp, fried shrimp, sauteed shrimp. Boy, I love me some shrimp.
West stop.
Jenny. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, so I guess going back to the East now. Tomorrow we got Bucks and Pacers and Knicks and 76ers.
Yep.
Both 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana winning that or leading that series, and then New York winning or leading the series for the 76ers. You can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I feel like this is going to be kind of like what we talked about for the Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl. I feel like this is going to be a kind of a legacy game for the Pacers. And I think this is going to be a legacy game for the Knicks.
Oh, I like that take. Absolutely for the Knicks, for sure. For
This is gonna be a
Jalen
legacy
Brunson, for
take,
sure.
For sure.
Because if Brunson can lead them to the second round, he'll be able to do the same thing Melo did, but I feel like his impact is greater than what Melo
It is.
had as a Knick.
It is. You can definitely make that argument, yeah.
And then Pacers. This is a legacy game for you, Mr. Young Tyrese Halliburton. You
Elvis,
got to
you
come
better
with
pay
it,
attention.
dog. You shoot 19% from three? You let Patrick Beverly be a plus 36 in 36 minutes? Are you kidding me?
My man Patrick Beverly gave Belt to Ass tour yesterday. Belt to Ass. Shout out Pat Bev.
Man,
Man.
that podcast, your podcast fired Pat Bev, man.
Shout out Pat
to
Bev,
you.
man.
But yeah, like Tyrese, you gotta do better because he Lord, you getting cooked like this by Patrick Beverly. I'd fear.
And the crazy thing is that they're playing like this without a Giannis and Dame. Which, I mean, hypothetically, if they were to win this series,
they would be back.
You think they'd be back for round 2?
Giannis would be back. Giannis for sure would be back. He's been out for a while now. Dame is a little different. I seen Dame walking before the last game, and I was like, ugh, that don't
What did he
good.
do? Because I didn't see
It's a calf strain.
Okay.
Or an Achilles strain. No, his is a calf. Giannis is an Achilles.
He might come back. He might. I don't know. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I mean, these playoffs are a lot better than what I expected. Honestly,
I agree.
A lot better than what I expected.
And there's one we didn't touch on, but let's not touch on it because it's dreadfully boring. Cleveland, Orlando. Hey, no disrespect. We really don't care. Whoever wins is whatever. Y'all are gonna lose to Boston regardless of who wins. So
I will say this though.
See you next year.
Whenever those first 2 games, I believe they were in Cleveland. Right? And Cleveland went 2-0. I said, well, shit, this is gonna be a fucking sweep.
Yeah.
I really thought it was gonna be a sweep.
You and me both.
Orlando came back 3-4 and said, we gonna wipe the floor with y'all boys. They actually really made it a series. So
in Game 5, they should have won.
I might have to tune into that on Friday and see what it's like. Because right now, Cleveland is leading the series 3-2.
Yeah, Game 5, Orlando could have won. Paolo played unbelievable.
Paolo's been playing actually very, very well this playoffs.
I know.
Well. I'm going to give him a lot of credit for that.
Oh, yeah. Before we leave basketball, hey, ladies and gentlemen, the Midweek Athlete Podcast, Fantasy Basketball League champion right here. Not this guy, but hey, we can move on. That's 2-0 on the year for fantasy, by the way. Fantasy football champ and fantasy basketball champ. But it's cool.
Fuck you, Wes. Anyway, all right. We can just skate by that. Whatever. Anyway.
Paolo's on my team. Let's shout out to Paolo.
Anyway. Last thing about that game, what is that, Game 6? That's going to be a legacy game for Donovan Mitchell, too.
Oh, yeah, he got to win. You can't lose. You can't lose after you got beat up like you did last year in the first round.
Can't.
Y'all got y'all cheeks clapped last year.
Yeah, so we'll see. But that's all I got, brother. I mean, you got anything?
I do. NFL draft.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Let's jump right into that.
For all you ignorant, non-logical.
Wait, is this for the enough is enough list?
This is the world enough list. This goes out to the world.
Okay.
For all of you that does not know how business contracts in the NFL work, let me educate you because I am a Falcons fan, right? Everybody's mad and saying, oh my God, y'all had the worst draft. Y'all took Michael Penix Jr. Okay, let me break something down to you, right? The San Diego Chargers had Drew Brees at quarterback, and they drafted Phillip Rivers in the first round. All right? We don't even need to talk about the Chiefs trading up to take Patrick Mahomes when they already had Alex Smith.
So what you're saying is that this is a changing of the guard.
Yes. This is what you do when you need to set up your franchise for long-term success. The Green Bay Packers had Brett Favre
and drafted Aaron
Rodgers. Yeah. They had Aaron bleeping Rodgers and drafted Jordan Love.
Uh-huh.
The Washington Commanders drafted Robert Griffin III at number 2 overall, and then turned around and 4 rounds later drafted Kirk Cousins. So the fact that y'all want to make this out to seem like the Falcons made a terrible mistake, y'all are the most bandwagon media reciting people I've ever seen in my life. Because if you want to run a organization soundly for years and years to come, you do not just ignore a short-term strength for short-term rewards. You want long-term success, you put in long-term processes. And Michael Penix in 2 years, because Kirk Cousins' deal is 4 years, $180 million, $100 million guaranteed, $50 million at signing. Let me tell y'all what that means. That means after year 2, once they've paid all of the guaranteed money, the Falcons can get out of that deal without owing Kirk Cousins any money and without killing our cap space. And we're going to have a 26-year-old quarterback on a rookie deal with a team built around him ready to win. And y'all think that we had a terrible draft. We'll see in 2 years. Matter of fact, when the Falcons win the NFC South this year, everybody stay the hell away. Y'all stay where y'all at. Because it'll be like when the Texans was doing well this year and everybody's like, oh, my God, they're not going to be good. The Texans messed around and made the playoffs. But y'all want to talk about the Falcons. It's okay. It's okay that y'all don't know football like that. It's okay. That's what we're here for, to help educate y'all. It's a simple business move. You put a replacement CEO in place before you fire the CEO. And if you don't know, do your research. Go ahead, Evan.
I mean, you hit the nail on the coffin there. I mean, I don't really got nothing to say about that. What do you think? So, Chicago, Caleb Williams. Do you think that's even going to work out?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I don't.
Caleb is set up for success.
You think? Well, actually, didn't they just get
Keenan Allen?
Yeah, they did.
They already have DJ Moore. They drafted Rome Odunze. They signed DeAndre Swift in free agency.
Ooh,
yeah,
boy,
yeah.
Okay. That wide receiver room is nasty already.
It's nasty. Chicago, man, Caleb gonna come in. He gonna ball. He's gonna ball. The dude that's in for a rude awakening is Drake May. Mm-hmm. Going to New England. Good luck to you, brother.
Good luck to you, brother. Because, I mean, at this point, that might be the place where quarterbacks
go to die. So who wants to go play in Boston anyway? Like football-wise. Basketball, I get it. But football, you want to – I'm not playing for the Patriots. You know who the last quarterback was?
Nope.
It was McCorkle. But before that, it was Tom Brady. So that's his name, McCorkle.
Man, who do you think had the best draft though, as far as team wise?
Chicago.
Anytime
you get a franchise quarterback, you win the draft.
You know the pickup I actually kind of liked, and you're probably going to disagree with this or obviously critique this because we're in the same division.
Oh God.
I actually like the Saints picking up Spencer Rattler.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I actually really did like that.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a pretty damn good pickup. Now will he I don't know if he'll succeed or not. I mean, I think he will, but
he will succeed. But y'all drafted a quarterback that people have had a history of not liking.
Yeah.
And the current quarterback y'all have, the team doesn't like him. It's
like
so
him.
funny.
Don't like him. So we'll see. We shall see.
The Texans did well.
They got who they pick up?
They went and boosted up the defense. They helped the offensive line later on.
You know who else the Saints got that I like? My man Kool-Aid. Yeah, buddy. Hey, as long as we don't fucking trade Marshawn Lattimore, I'm good. And I know it's gonna happen, but just please don't crush my dreams, Wes. Please,
okay.
please.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Just please, Saints, don't get rid of him.
They're gonna get rid of him.
Just please don't get rid of him. Just imagine Marshawn Lattimore on one side, you got Kool-Aid on the other side.
Mm-hmm. I've been imagining it.
Woo, boy.
And you know what I've been imagining?
I don't even want to know.
Us turning around and handing off the ball to Bijan.
I don't even want to know.
You can have these corners. We're just gonna turn around and hand the ball off.
Go right there. So
oh God. You want last thing before we get up out of here. We have to speak on it, Evan, as much as we don't want to, even though I told y'all this was going to happen. The Astros are playing like hot garbage. They sent Abreu down. Mm-hmm. It's not a good look.
It's not, but, I mean, he's been playing God.
He was hitting .092.
He doesn't have no kind of rhythm right now. And I think what I don't like about the way the Astros are playing right now is because the new coach came in, which no disrespect, but the new coach came in and, like, changed damn near everybody's position.
Correct.
Like, why would you fix something that ain't broke? Like, leave it alone. Like that current assembled roster that you have, with the exception of Abreu,
correct,
just won you a ring 2 years ago.
Made it to the ALCS last year.
Made it to the ALCS last year. So why try to mix that up? Because
he's trying to put his own stamp on the team. But the problem is the only thing the Astros were missing last year was probably one more bat at the end of the lineup and starting pitching.
Which, I mean, our pitching right now, outside of Blanco's been tearing it up. outside of Blanco, and maybe no, you know what?
Valdez?
I was gonna say Valdez, but he's hurt. I was also gonna say Josh Hader, but Josh Hader's been giving up some.
I hate that Josh Hader signing. I hated it when it happened.
I loved it because I'm actually a fan of Josh Hader, but right now he is not playing like Josh Hader.
We didn't need him. We had Presley.
But think about like the long term, right? Like the back end of that bullpen, Presley, the other Abreu, and then you add Hader. Nobody's stopping that. I mean, right now, everybody.
If you can get to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get to it, like because on paper it's like, well, shit, like you got 3 closers. Right now, we're just getting our ass whooped.
Our starting pitching hasn't been good.
So
the bats haven't been clicking consistently.
So outside of Blanco, our starting pitching has been
boo-boo.
Terrible. So Astros, please get it together. We need to make another ALCS run. I really do not want to hear my Texas Rangers friends that are fans. I don't want to hear them.
The
So
Rangers aren't
please.
even winning the division right now.
Who's
It
winning
was the
division right
Mariners
now?
last
The
time I
Mariners are
checked.
winning. Yeah, okay.
But the Rangers are in second place.
Yeah,
We're
well,
behind the Angels. We're in last.
well, and they just lost Mike Trout, so that should tell you everything you need to know.
They lost
right now,
Ohtani in the
huh?
offseason, and we still behind them.
We're still behind them. So Astros, please get your shit together, please.
Gotta do better, Astros, man.
Gotta get together. So, all right, man. I think that's all the time we got. Obviously, you know, we still got a little more decorating to do, but we hope y'all like this studio because it's gonna be here for years to come.
Yes.
So
Until we start getting that guapo, then we will be in the actual studio with air conditioning through the ceiling because
That'd be
I am
great.
sweating.
Yep. If you can't see, we glistening over here. So
I glisten every morning, brother.
does our tech and audio guy
Shine bright
have
like
an
a
announcement?
diamond.
Have any updates? Anything? He's looking around like he don't know what the fuck is going on.
He doesn't.
So we're just gonna move on. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Huh?
Oh my God.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Right now, I don't know if you noticed, but we're at 90 subscribers.
I seen.
So keep subscribing, man. We're trying to get to 100.
Trying to get to 100, man.
Make sure y'all follow us on all platforms. And yeah, man, I'm Evan.
Wes.
See y'all next week. We out.
Later.